What's going on, everyone? So the 10.6 update notes, or the Season of Souls update patch notes, whatever the hell you want to call it, is finally live. Just dropped, and so I thought it'd be cool to take a look at some of the changes that they're bringing, and specifically the tanks, which will be interesting to look at. As always, the link for this will be in the description if you want to take a look at it yourself. But before we get into the changes, I'd like to address a few things. Now, if you've seen the update notes for patch note 10.5, Hi-Rez sort of alluded to the idea that tanks are going to be buffed this patch. And now I don't want to sort of bring up beef or throw any shade towards anyone, but there were a few videos being made about tanks, specifically with content creators like Weekend and Solo Double J, where they were claiming that tanks were good, or even implying that they were overpowered or great. And I don't know if this is a bias that they have against tanks, because it seems like they have one. They don't really like tanks. And but tanks are not good. They're underperforming. It's pretty clear that they're not really good this meta. And I wouldn't say that they're terrible or that they're bad, but to say that or imply that tanks are great or at the very least good is a wild, crazy statement to me, in my opinion. And like I said, I'm not trying to throw any beef, but I just find it so strongly. I just strongly disagree with it. I just think it's really wrong. And so I think, especially, it's a ubiquitous thing in Conquest. At least you build protections on your solo and support, and you still get one shot in whenever you're in a team fight. But regardless, my main point with this is to say that I imagine these content creators are going to be reviewing the patch notes for 10.6. And so all I'm saying is just to keep an open mind, as if people like Weekend specifically are saying that tanks are OP or at the very least good this meta, which they're not, very clearly, then they're gonna obviously say that any buff to a tank that's already good is OP. Just keep in mind, so just to be open-minded, you don't have to just take in everything they say as gospel, even though they are good players. We all have biases, and I think this is one of them. That's all I wanted to say. I really hope that Hi-Rez looks at the power creep issue, which is ever so present. Not even these past patches, but even last season, in the beginning of like season 8, at the end of season 8, I mean. So I think I really hope they get rid of the power creep, or they do something about the power creep, because that's the reason why I think tanks are in this place at the current meta. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Keep it open mind. But other than that, let's get into these notes. All right. Got some nice skins. We got tier 5 Fenrir, spicy raw men, sick. And we're not really going to go through any of these conquest changes or really quality of life or anything. If you really want to see more of that, you can just watch the video. We're just going to look at the items and like the specific god changes. So cool little gimmicks going to conquest with the Season of Souls. So that should be cool. So Relic Dagger. We have Bewitched Dagger. And this gives...
Bringing back Witchblade.
Yeah, they're bringing back Witchblade, which is actually pretty sick. This is definitely one of the items. Specifically you like...
Yeah, I always missed Witchblade. I've always said I actually prefer Witchblade over when it got replaced with the sickle.
Yeah.
Sickle.
Yeah. So that should be really cool. And then we have Eldritch Dagger. That's a sick name. Let's see, what is this? Activate, or once you activate a relic, your protections are increased by 15%, and you gain the ability to see wars for 10 seconds.
I mean, 15% is good. I would say this pairs well with Blink.
Yeah, some of these items.
Initiate. You use on like Medcloak or Shell or something, then like good, but like you're not going to use a relic just preemptively to get the 15% initially.
Yeah.
Maybe in the middle of a team fight, it can be decent just to have 15% increased protections, but if you wanted it in like the beginning of a fight, you're not going to waste a relic. The only one that I can really think of you'd be able to get that benefit of that in the beginning of initiation would be blink.
Yeah. And then for the ability to see wards is 10 seconds.
Sprint.
Yeah, sprint's good too. They're usually the ones that you like really want to pop when you're put a full
beginning.
health-ish. And then the ability to see wards is kind of weird, kind of gimmicky as hell, but that's fine. Definitely prefer Bewitched Dagger. And then we have this dog item. So we have Flame Forged Hammer, regular CC, bringing down a runic symbol.
Passive.
So 5 plus 10% of your protections from items every 3
He
seconds.
essentially has a Glad Shield effect per second, and then 3 seconds after leaving it.
Eh.
I mean, this is very niche item. This is a very niche item. I'd say it's a really good passive in Glyph for characters that can utilize it. The one that comes to mind is Horus, because that's it out for his whole entire combo, both his 1 and his 2. Proc this, and then you can keep them in the circle to get the entire damage off for the extra damage plus that Glyph passive. Everyone else, though, you need a character that can lock people down in the circle in order to get the benefits.
Yeah, this item really supposed to be like a you don't really see like regular damage characters build this. You usually see people with like obviously CC in their passive, so like a hybrid type CC god, and I don't really think most of this will be good on any of the physical. It just doesn't seem.
It's still, this is kind of they need to buff the they want to get any type of benefit from this. They need to increase the area that that's created.
Yeah,
the runic symbol, and it needs to be larger because you can easily walk out of it. No one's gonna stay inside of it.
Rune Breaking Hammer, Shockwave.
It just makes it to where they take less damage and they take more damage. So it's like a
trade-off.
20%. It's essentially 20%.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the original passive is just 10% more damage, so now they're going to be taking 20% more damage, and they're going to be doing less damage to you.
Okay.
I think it's alright. I still prefer, I think the Flame Forge is better.
It's a very small unit, but at the same time, most of your hard CCs are going to be really close anyway. So.
Yeah.
I like this one better, to be honest.
Really? That seems more of a support type, and the other one seems like more of like a solo item.
Yeah, I guess I'm thinking of a different perspective, because I definitely see, well, enemies get hit by the shockwave deal 10% less damage and take 10% more damage. Yeah, like I feel like
if I was to build this in Joust and like say like to somebody as Horus, and they're stuck in the air, they're essentially, if you guys wail on them, they're just taking 20% more damage.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty good.
This is definitely better because this one only relies on you being within that rune. This applies to just hitting them, right? This doesn't have any like reliant on the actual.
Yeah, and also that's for 3 seconds too, even if they leave.
I kind of like this one more.
Yeah. I'd say the Flame Forge is probably better in terms of conquest if you were to build this in solo lane. Rune Breaking seems better in Joust, although I'm not sure how well it's going to be built on people. I might try it out on Horus, but other than that, it
seems still pretty niche.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's many other characters that can utilize it very well.
My favorite item, literally, I love this item. Glorious Pridwin. When your ultimate ability is finished casting, you get an explosion, 75 of your protections. As magical damage, slowing targets for 25, then you gain shield equal to 90% of your protections. When destroyed. Is this just not, this is just a better version of the original passive, right?
When destroyed by timing out or being. So essentially it gives you, because I'm pretty sure the other one, previous Pridwin, it's the same passive. I think this one, because it used to be, it gives you the shield, and then you have to wait a few seconds, and then you explode. This one, it seems like you immediately explode, then you get the shield, and then you explode a second time. So this one just adds a
oh wow,
yeah. This is 2 explosions.
And was the shield 90% of your protections?
I think it's somewhere. It's not above 100. I know that. It's either like 70 or 90. It's probably the same thing. But I think this one just adds another. It's the same passive. It's just a little
bit better.
You know, you had to wait like a little bit. I think this one, you get like an initial immediate explosion, and then this normal Pridwin pass, you get the second explosion after a few seconds.
Okay, I kind of like
Pretty
that.
good.
Let's see this one.
Reverent.
When your ultimate ability is cast,
Oh,
200 of your protections. What? When destroyed by timing out or being depleted, explodes in a 30-unit radius and deals magical damage equal to 75% of your protections. And
and
whoa,
you gain a shield equal.
what do you? What is this? This is so much better. Am I trolling?
Okay, so this one. Okay, so the Glorious Pridwin is the more damaging one, and this one seems more of a defensive one. So
And you still do damage
see,
though.
yeah, you still do damage, but so the damage you're doing is still 75%, and you're still slowing them. Okay, so the main difference is the shield you get. So the Reverent Pridwin only explodes once. But the shield you get is
It's
equal to 200%.
ridiculous.
Versus Glorious Pridwin, it's less than half. It's 90% of your protections,
Yeah.
but you get 2 explosions.
So Glorious Pridwin is more of the damage hybrid,
point
if you
one.
wanted. Reverent is, oh my god.
I mean, the damage you're objectively gonna be doing less damage with the Reverent one.
Yeah.
Because it's not based off the shield you get; it's based off of the protection. So
But 200%.
200%. Yeah, but that's like a life. That's basically like what is that? A Nike ult essentially.
Yeah, because if you're like a tank, you have like, let's say 250 protections. That's like 1,000 of your shields, right?
Well, no, it's not. It's not your total protections. It's based off of your items and abilities.
Protections from items and abilities.
Yeah, so when say you're at max.
Never mind.
Let's say that you have 300. You subtract about 100 from each. I'd say. So
These are
let's
just
just say like
base.
400.
Yeah, I mean still though, Jesus.
Yeah, if you have max protections, which in Jest doesn't happen often, you usually want to go a little bit hybrid. But if you say if you have like 300 of both, 400. That's like an 800 shield if you're building max prots.
Yeah, and you still do
pretty
damage. This item is I'm definitely thinking about building this on Fen right now, especially with the hybrid type of meta that we're in.
I don't think one's actually better than the other. I think they both have their
I think
utility.
they're really good, both of them.
I think the Reverent one. No, these are probably the
best glyphs.
These are the best glyphs. Some of them. Reverent Pridwin, good if you want to. I think that one you build if you want to survive more, and then the other one is obviously if you want to just
damage
kill people. Yeah.
I like that. More reason to buy Pridwin. I love it. All right, what is this? All tier 3 items will receive the following changes: decrease physical. So this is exactly what I was expecting when they said that they were going to nerf tanks. Like I said earlier, the power creep that really made tanks kind of slowly become one-shottable, essentially. So,
people doing too much damage in general.
Yeah. The only unchanged items are Odysseus's bow and Toxic Blade.
Decrease. So what are they doing? They're decreasing the physical power, magical power base stats
by 30%.
Oh, so they're decreasing all the
because the power creep, man. Because you remember back in the day, like season 8, even like most of these items power were nowhere close to what they are now. Like when we would look at power, like fucking Rod of Tahuti, and like Divine having 100 power, that's wild to me.
Yeah. So all the items are gonna have less power. So objectively, since they're being reduced by 30%,
and then all protections,
the prots are 15%. Is it objectively a better tank then?
Yeah, tanks are.
They're getting reduced a little bit less than the power is getting reduced.
By numbers, it seems like tanks are gonna definitely flourish, but tanks were already at a deficit, so this might make it more even. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what we want. Like on paper, it seems like they're gonna be more even. But the damage to protection ratio was getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, god, this looks crazy to me. 25 power.
I think this is I don't think we have to like stress over each item too because like they said, it looks like every item in the game is getting reduction. So it should all be optimized.
I do want to say though that I talked about this earlier with Weekend and shit. With tanks, this is exactly what I think Hi-Rez is doing. I think this is what should have been done earlier, and I'm glad they're doing this. And I mean, yeah, Jesus Christ. All this, like, why does Ozzy have 55 power? That was never a thing.
Yeah.
Didn't it have 25 power or 35 power
It
back in the
had
day?
like 25, but with flat pen. Yeah,
That's
the power
wild.
just. I feel like the power just kept on going up and up and up.
And up. They just
And
kept creeping up.
the seems just kind of like it's going like doing a reset essentially.
Like, wasn't this 70 power before? Or am I trolling?
No. The Bancroft's was. I think it was around 90 maybe minimum. So that's whatever.
So 30% basically, yeah.
Yeah, so we don't have to go to because everything's gonna be optimized. We're just gonna have to see how it goes. That's not that much of a nerf in comparison. I feel like 50,
So if you were to,
still pretty good. 50,
yeah,
100 health.
I'm trying to think here because if the protections, this is actually good. This is actually really good. This is what I was thinking. There was two routes that I think Hyros is going to go down. They were going to do this to try and make it more even, or they were going to do the thing where they nerf magical and physical damage items and then buff tank items. This is what I thought they were going to do because they did that in the past.
They were going to go overboard.
Whoa, way overboard.
Nerf something and then buff the other. No, they're
but this is good.
They're nerfing everything, which I actually like. They're toning everything down a bit.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, doesn't this just make? Well, I wouldn't really.
Time to kill.
It's you know what it's gonna be too. It's gonna be like like you just said, like Blood Force, like 75 to 50. You view that way now just because you view 75 as a big number, but I guarantee you now people are gonna be like, 50 power like is the new big number.
Yeah.
But the only thing though is that with everything, so you're objectively gonna have like in a physical build, if you build like full damage, you're gonna have like 100 less power by the end of it, right? So doesn't that mean that crit is just a lot worse now, even worse than it was before?
Doesn't it scale down, or does it? Does it make it worse?
I think it makes it worse because it scales based off of the amount of power you have.
No, I know it scales, but if it's all being scaled down,
right? But
then it shouldn't have too much of an effect, right?
I wouldn't say so because protections, you're still gonna be able to if you're reaching. Because tanks, I feel like, are still going to be able to reach cap, even just because, like it said, like some of these defense nerfs aren't that crazy. You can still reach max, or close to max, I would say.
Oh wait,
if you're dealing with a hunter that has 100 less power, then you're just objectively going to be doing less crit damage, or just less damage in general to a tank.
Yeah, so 10.5.
They have the same protections.
Yeah, because
or slightly less, and then they have. It's like tanks have either slightly less protections, and then the hunters and mages and all they just have a lot of power loss. So objectively, they're going to be doing less damage to tanks. Yeah,
because I see what you're saying. Because in 10.5, with the power that we have now, the damage that you're doing for crit is going to go down because power goes down. But since the protections aren't scaling exactly the same as power, it's actually 15% difference. Then crit's going to be even less, you know?
Yeah, so even less of a reason to build crit.
That's actually wild. What's even more wild is that they made book worse.
Item's fucking dead.
I'd be fine with just like reducing 10 off of this instead of 20. Jesus.
It's really the power conversion and the amount of mana. It's the passive that they're just neutering.
It's still bad. They're gonna have to buff this.
That's dog shit, yeah.
What was I gonna say is the time to kill. This is one thing I also fucking hated in Smite, especially in Joust. I would get like one shot. Like imagine the tanks are feeling underwhelming. If you're squishy, you're getting two shot. I mean, Jesus Christ, because like every time I'd go in, I'm like, all right, well, one of us is dying within the next 2 seconds here because we're gonna fucking crit for 800. So that's also good. I also hated that. Or getting Agni Bomb for like 1200. No.
Power beat stick, 40 power. That's still decent.
I can't believe this had 55 power.
Yeah, it started getting a little crazy. Because we back in season 8, I think brawlers had around like 40
this never changed.
It literally had 40
it had for like an entire season, and then still.
So essentially, from like 2 seasons being changed, the power has just progressively gotten.
Yeah. This actually was 35 at one point.
The protections are. That's why tanks have been kind of shits because the protections have kind of stayed the same, but then the power's just been progressively going up.
10.
That's fine. Regrowth change.
I like this. I want
That's
more
still,
though.
I mean, here's the thing. That's still really good.
It is. No, it is. I just
20%
any
still
nerf I
really
can
good.
get, man. Just nerf this
Yep.
item more, please. I want to see a
Built that on
Herc at like
Neja.
600.
I got 630 the other day on Neja.
No decreased movement aura, decreased physical power,
Ooh,
whatever.
it's better. It's fine. Cannoneers 25.
That's only 5. It's fine.
That's see, like the tank item seems a lot. Like, look at that. The difference.
It's the difference is way. Like, oh my
That's
god.
way, like I said, like the tanks are, even with these decreases, you're still, it's like what, 5 power or 5 defense, 10 defense. You're still gonna be able to reach tank. You're still gonna be reaching like similar levels of protections than you were before, and then the mages and whatnot are just gonna be getting shafted. Look at this.
Yeah.
How many power from Chronos Pendant?
To be fair,
they kind of fucking deserve it. Although,
yes.
I'm wondering if this is gonna bring. We literally just made a video about how like you don't want to. The meta is like double squishy one tank.
Yeah.
You don't want to deal. I think that the joust meta might change. It might be double tank again.
That might be the case. But I don't know. I think joust is a completely different thing, but because with the buffs and shit. But
I think tanks are a lot better though now, which I like.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Like 30 less power, and then they're decreasing like just by 10. That's not that bad.
Deathbringer is 30 power. That's wild.
So for a crit build, dog.
That looks so weak.
Didn't Deathbringer? The other item before Boomerang has 30 power now too, and then go down.
Should, right? Did they?
No, not all the way down. Not all the way down. We already went over it, but then just Demon Blade. Okay, so that's gonna stay.
Oh my god, they decreased the attack speed even more?
Yeah, it's even worse.
Oh my god.
So what I'm getting from this is if you build like a crit build, you're getting like, if you build like 3 crit items, from those 3 items you get like 100 power from 3 items. That's nothing.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be scaling well at all.
We'll look up here. Yeah. So one thing I want to highlight, I think, is that I can definitely see people thinking that this is overboard, 30 power compared to 50. Because look at this. This looks weird to me. This looks like, oh my god, tanks are going to be so busted just based off the number.
Nope.
But this is like leveling it out.
Chronos Pendant used to have 80 power.
Yes, people don't be like, oh my god, it has 70 power.
Oh my god, because people don't see in hindsight like what they used to be. They only see like the now changes, but they don't see how like progressively through incremental item buffs things get out of hand. This reset had to happen because the damage items have been getting progressively like way too high.
Yeah, that or they had to increase health again, which I don't want to have that happen again. Yeah, can you imagine like back in season 8, or you just see like a buff? It's like, yeah, Chronos now has 100 power. Be like 100 power.
Yeah, I remember we were freaking out about that.
It's crazy.
Back in the day.
25. No, it's 15.
This is just normal power decreases.
Yeah,
whatever.
more decreases. 70.
Everything's just 30%.
Oh.
I mean, that's 30%.
Oh, that looks disgusting, though. It just looks disgusting.
Yeah, it looks disgusting. But
okay, I saw this. This actually makes Emp Armor worse. So they decrease the attack speed debuff from structures from 40 to 30, and they decrease attack speed buff on ally structures from 50 to 30. So you're no longer getting that benefit of you're never.
Okay, so it's even. So it's just okay. So it's like if you have 2 Emp Armors on opposing sides and they're sieging.
I don't know if I like that.
It's normal.
I don't know if I like that, because now if you're trying to defend, it's like now it's just even, which I don't know if I like.
Fine. I think it's fine. It makes the attacker better.
Yeah, it makes the attacker better. But for the defender, it's like, okay, well, this is cool. It's just regular shit. It's like a waste.
I mean, it kind of goes back and forth because that means that we can attack them, but then it really depends.
Yeah, even still though,
we want to dive or not.
I don't know.
I think it's fine.
I don't really like it that much.
I think it's fine to be even.
Then they're
whatever. It's the same thing.
Bay boost. Okay.
Ooh, the stacks went down. That's good.
So they did up this. It was 50 stacks, right?
It used to be 50, yeah.
So actually, this isn't that big of a. It's not even. It's just 5 essentially.
Yeah, like remember we were saying like again, all these defense nerfs when you're building like they're not that bad. Like you're still gonna be reaching. Like you're gonna easily be able to reach like this similar defense stats you were before.
This definitely needed to happen.
50 to 40, good. Golden Blade.
Earrings. Oh wow. That's not bad at all. Earring is still gonna be built. I like that. You could have just left haste and katana where it was, to be honest.
It was so
Why?
bad. It was
Why are
already
you getting?
bad.
Okay, I
It was
guess.
already-
Okay, so they decreased the aura with it
Decrease
too.
the magical protection aura.
That's actually one thing that I'm
That's
glad to pay attention.
was it 50? Was it 50? So now you're getting 60. That's just a 60 protection item essentially.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, is the new good version.
Physical power. Oof. 35.
It just looks different.
Last gasp. Nobody bought. Anyways, yeah. These are all basically
What's crap?
all of the 5.
Decrease. That looks so weird. Decrease 15 of each fraud.
Wait, didn't Magi's have 10 or am I trolling?
Oh, they used to have 15. They
Or
doubled it.
Yeah, 15. That's right. 15. This is just still better.
Yeah, I'm talking about mail renewal.
Wait, what was it?
Would you ever buy that?
Ew. Just leave it alone. You didn't need to do that.
No one was building it in the first place.
Oh, Minsel Discord 45.
Remember, you should have 60.
This actually was what it was before, right?
Yeah.
When they nerfed it. So,
Fine.
God.
Option 65. It just looks weird.
It just looks weird to me.
Yeah.
Normally, under these circumstances, if this was like a regular patch where none of the items were being built, and they just like, if this was like a regular patch and we saw that, I'd be like, whoa.
It'd be like weird, yeah.
Yeah,
that's why I don't want to think about it too bad because
yeah.
Still good. Phalanx, 10 power decrease, that's fine. If you build that with Berserkers, you're still getting 100 defense. That's good.
I don't remember what Poly had before all this, to be honest.
Poly, I believe, used to have 80 power, something around there.
Oh wait,
Headwind,
change
25.
damage to scale up total protection of items instead of initial shield. Okay. Okay, so they actually changed the entire item, the passive of it.
Was that better then?
It goes off. It scales off total protections from items and abilities, like we said, instead of the initial shield health. But I don't remember what it was.
I think it used to be based off of your total HP or something.
It might have been. Okay, let's see.
I don't usually buy it anymore.
30 to 20. Okay, so similar, same thing. We're just looking to see if there's anything because like this
That's
is
still gonna be a wait. Decrease protections from passive aura from 2 to 1 per stat.
Wait, decrease protection. Oh. Okay, so instead of giving the 2, it'll just be 1, which is
fine.
a little. I guess it's fine though. Pythax. Decreased magical power.
40.
Okay, so same thing. Same. This actually had 40 power before, so this is actually just reverting it.
Essentially, but then the passive gets nerfed as
But the
well.
passive is not as good.
Kins.
Oh,
Deal even less
Kins.
damage to squish your targets.
Decreased passive scaling threshold from 3% at 2000 to. Wow. Cut that shit in half.
Cut it in half and increase that HP.
To be fair, this was a sleeper item. Like, it was always a really good item.
Even for squishies, yeah.
Yeah, it was always a good item, but ever since the health change and they buffed it like twice in a row, this is definitely needed.
I mean, Kins is still gonna be very good.
Oh, it's absolutely gonna be good. Health related items are always good. So they're just making it just even worse now.
So they're increasing the stacks and they're also decreasing. Well, if it's another stack.
Increased number of stacks needed to evolve, but is it the same amount of decreased physical power per stack from 5 to 3? So yeah, it's the same, right? Because if it's 3 power per stack instead of the 5, and you require 1 more stack, then what is that? 3 times 5 is
You're reducing
15.
It 15
It's actually worse.
20. It's worse, and then the crit strike. I think you get slightly more crit strike though. Critical chance.
Decreased critical strike chance per stack from 2.5 to 2%. 2.5 times 4, 5, 10. No, it's the same.
Oh, it's the same. Okay, I'm dumb. Never mind.
So this is just a worse item. It requires to make you more. Okay.
It's made it worse.
Okay, so crit's bad, even worse because of what we said earlier.
Well,
and
crit is bad. It's into the ground. I also think, to be honest, I think I'm starting to think that the meta might be double tank and then a mage. I know I know all the damage items are getting nerfed, but I think that mages. I think hunters might be getting hit. Hunters and assassins might be getting hit a little bit harder than mages are. To be honest.
Definitely crit wise. Now, in terms of, did we go over a lot of the attack speed?
No, we have not.
Okay.
Not yet.
Rejuvenating heart. No, we bought that anyways. 50. That's
It's
not.
still good. Still good. Rod to Hootie,
Ooh,
100 power.
God.
I mean,
Ratatouille
that's
was one of those
100,
items that always had
100
a hot
power.
power.
100 power is gonna be like the hot spot now. 100 nearing
Yeah.
anything that's close to 100 power is gonna be like the big.
Yeah.
Reduce the scaling on the
5.
passive.
It's gonna be definitely a paradigm shift in terms of like what's good power now.
Boonforge.
10
That just goes.
power.
That just goes in. Well, that just goes in line with the.
I know. It's just it's one of those things where you see bad items just getting nerfed.
I will say though, they did decrease the cost by 100. It's a cheaper item now. It's pretty cheap.
I didn't even see that. That's actually okay.
That's pretty good. Pretty cheap.
35, whatever. Oh, Serrated Edge is still going to be those busted items. This just has so much stats.
Out Drinker's kind of getting shafted a little bit.
Yeah.
All those have flat pen. 40 defense. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and they didn't change the passive too, so.
Still a good item.
Whoa.
Yikes.
Whoa. Wait.
That's a yikes. That's a yikes.
And they didn't change the passive damage? Okay, buddy.
So essentially, you just. This was already a bad item, and now it's just dead.
But why wouldn't they change the damage at all?
The only
per stack.
Way you get this or be warranting this is if you can break like 40 plus stacks on this.
Yeah, if the cap is 20 and they're not changing the damage, what's the fucking point of this item? It's even worse now.
Not only are they decreasing the stacks, but they're also decreasing the power on it. So.
Yeah, I fully expected to see like a damage thing here. Oh, okay, well,
so,
even worse than what it was.
That's even worse for hunters.
Thanks.
Still leader, still goated. Look at that. 40 power,
yeah.
just a 10 decrease. That's still really good.
Soul gems, fine. The passive this item will now deal even less damage to squishier targets.
This is the same thing. This is the same thing as Kin's.
Yeah.
Kin's passive.
Okay, so it's similar though. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is still gonna be good for going up against tanks.
Sovereignty, bleh.
That's actually not as bad as some of the other defense nerfs, to be honest.
This is very similar to the mystical mail.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, but it's only 5, but then the passive stays the same.
Yep, that's actually. Ooh, this is a good point.
So this is actually one of the better. I believe it will give you like around like it was like 25 extra fizz prot.
Yeah,
like that.
It's actually saying the same. That's actually something almost overlooked.
That's like
Sovereignty's
like
better.
60 defense. Better than Berserkers now.
Yeah.
Bad shield.
Magical power.
Anyway.
Spectral. Decreased passive power from 15 physical.
That's whatever. That was an after. That was an extra.
Oh, okay, okay. So I was just staying with it.
Sphinx's bobble, just getting even worse. Decrease the cost though.
Still not making the item look any tastier.
Ear robe, 5 less.
Still good item.
Just have a mirrored in 30%
similar.
less.
Okay, let's see. If I decrease passive protection reduction per level from 1 to 0.8.
He was 1 per level.
Yeah, so instead of 20, you're getting.
So instead of 20, was 20 times 0.8. It should be 16.
Yeah.
16 flat pen. That's still fine.
That's still good.
I mean, to be honest, I still think it's S tier.
Yeah.
Still go to Battle of Destiny is even worse.
Okay, they didn't change anything. Cool.
Pressure,
definitely needed that.
Yeah, power.
And
these are all pretty much the same thing.
They didn't change its passive though. So the passive's still the same. Titan's Bane, similar. Decreased physical power. Okay, it's all the same. 10. So weird. This all looks so weird. 85 to 60, so 25. Vital amplifier, similar. Okay.
Everything's the same. So by the end of it, like 40.
Wing blade damage. Okay. Are these all the same?
Wait, look at Boone real quick. Oh wow, dude, 5.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think tanks are way better now. Because this is like the tanks seem to like tank items all around are getting very slight nerfs, and then the damage items all around are getting major nerfs. So
yeah,
I think things are being pretty good.
I think they're gonna be good. I don't know if they're gonna be OP. They might be, but I don't know.
Potentially, I think they might be slightly overtuned after this patch.
Yeah.
Potentially, I don't think they're gonna be OP like disgusting like squishies were. But I think they are going to be a little bit overwhelming. You're probably going to get a little bit of balance to this. But honestly, I will take that. We've been in a damage meta for so long.
Yes. Fucking just like one shot metas and shit. So annoying. Decrease physical protection. Same. The same.
MS, whatever.
Health.
Fearlessness. Less.
They're never.
That's like a barely anything.
No, it's
that
nothing at
heroism.
all. They're never gonna change this item, are they? This item's just gonna forever be bad.
Boomba's hammer. Bring back old Boomba's hammer.
Yeah. Breastplate. Same thing.
70. Look at that. That's still a goated item.
Yeah, it's still good. Definitely still good. Similar. So you guys get the point. I think we're just gonna try and scroll through these and see if there's any like.
I would just go through. Oh, that's significant. Decrease. It almost cut it in half. The protection.
Oh wow, that was one of the big things because it would give you so much damage, power, and from its passive.
I think I've seen people going Seer the jungle instead of Protector sometimes. I think
that might be.
I think that actually makes it more enticing, even more than it was before. Like, yeah, we're gonna scroll through the ones that just most of these are just damage.
Yeah, all these are damage, physical.
Just kind of look out for like some specific changes, like gold increases, or item passives.
Health, magical. Oh. Increase magical power from passive. Okay, that's still the same because it gives you power, a lot of power actually in its passive.
Better because these get buffed.
I know they're not buffing any of the items that I feel like they need to buff here. Although it is a big fucking.
Yeah, we'll see.
Here. Added a 10% mana heal on hit of the passive.
They increased the passives. They increased it by
1 second.
So 1%. That's significant.
Added
a 10% mana heal on hit of the passive.
You still have to imagine though you're still wasting your ult.
Does that mean that you're giving somebody 10% of their mana back?
I don't know what mana heal means.
Mana heal just means it's like the same thing as like a heal. Like you're getting back like 10% of your HP. This is like getting back 10% of your mana instantly.
But didn't they word this differently before? I never seen them word it mana heal.
Well, they don't usually have things like that. They don't usually tackle mana like regen or like healing like that.
Well, they did it to the blue buff with Joust, and I don't remember. They said like you get 4% of your mana back, but I've never seen it as mana heal. That's fine though. I think that's what it just means. It's like 10% of your mana back. Still niche.
I've seen that with Medcloak because I usually see mana heal with Medcloak.
This, to keep in mind, you still have to waste your ult.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a Ganesh and somebody's chasing down your target, and then they so happen to be CC'd right as you use your ult to try to peel. But that's so incredibly not. So I still think it's a bad item.
It's too niche.
Yeah.
But it's. I don't think it should be tied to your ult.
No, it shouldn't. Because it's a one-time use.
It's a good idea, but I don't think it should be tied to your ult.
Decreased ICD. Something cooldown. That's the initial cooldown.
No, that's the.
Oh, the one that takes away protect.
That's the negative. That's the negative cooldown.
Yeah, negative cooldown. Is this what that is?
I suppose. Yeah, I think it's like because it lasts for 6 seconds, they're decreasing it to 5 seconds. That's a nerf. I don't know. Increased debuff duration. No, they're actually buffing it.
Increased. Oh yeah, this part.
Debuff duration decreased.
Okay. Yeah, still not buying that. Ooh. Increased number of stacks required to trigger this item from 5 to 4.
Decrease the cooldown by half. That's better.
It's better. I still don't think that's good.
As the just getting more defense.
It's just increase percent max health damage from 7 to 8%. Oh, it's only 1.
Wait, no, technically that's a buff.
It's a buff, but 1%. I don't know, brother.
It's whatever. Better than it was before.
It's definitely better. Yeah. Increased passive protection and movement speed. Ooh. See, this is what I was talking about earlier. I was like, this item is only for 5%. I don't think it's worth. I was talking about upping the percent. Now, I still don't think this is going to be that great. But it's definitely a lot better. It's twice the amount.
You know what's crazy? If you were to pair this with... You're building like full tank, and then you pair this with Relic Dagger. With that glyph. It gives you
15%
after your ult, so you're stacking it. That's 20% more protections.
It'd be 25, isn't it? Because I'm pretty sure it's 15% more, right?
Well, it's not when you ult, but it's when you use a relic. So you could like this is very niche, but you could like blink, get that benefit of the protection. It's 10%, and then you can blink ult or something. Then you have 20% more protections.
No, I know, but no, I'm pretty sure Relic Dagger gives you 15%, not 10% more protections.
Pretty sure it's 10%. Unless I'm mistaken. Go up real quick.
It's 15.
Oh, it's 15. Okay,
So it's 25.
25%. Damn.
So that's still, I mean,
That's very niche though. Very
it's
niche
definitely
scenario,
better though.
but better.
Dawnbreaker. I like the item idea, but
There's a now caps at 3 enemy gods in the area. That's fine though.
yeah, it's whatever. Increase HP 5. Decrease cost by 100. And then ICD. Wait,
I'm not
what?
gonna lie, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. Initial cooldown? No. I have no idea what that is. Or is it the item's cooldown to where you can proc again?
Maybe. No, that doesn't make sense because Gem of ISO has it too, and Gem of ISO is with every ability.
Oh. Okay, well that means something.
Holy shit. Oh, that's actually good. Wait a minute. Look at the cost decrease.
Oh, right here.
Yeah,
Oh, 150. I still think the item... It's good on certain items. Or certain gods. Definitely annoying as hell.
Decrease the cost. Fine, whatever.
Required
to get the CDR from 2 to 1. Good.
Ooh.
I mean, this is the primary one you're going anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Decrease CDR applied to the next ability from 25 to 20.
Although.
Still though.
Wait, they're buffing the next one too.
The increased duration, increase HP special to trigger from 40 to 50. Okay, so that's sort of.
It was 40% of your HP. Now it's 50% of your HP, and then.
But increase the duration to 8 seconds.
3 extra seconds.
Which is a lot, actually.
Yeah, that's a lot of time.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
I like that too.
They decrease cost by 100.
Ooh, they increased the passive damage.
Ooh. That's
and they decreased. Oh shit.
Yay.
So, wait, you're decreasing the cost, upping the power, and you're just getting rid of 5 protections. This is better.
Yeah, this is a lot better. To be honest, this item is needed a buff.
I mean, it wasn't terrible, but like, it wasn't really in the meta.
Yeah.
Kind of built like invariably.
Ooh.
Increase Ooh, they increased the stack.
Oh, increase passive duration from 2% to 3, and they increase the stack. Oh,
so that's a lot of. We need to see if that stacks with the relic dagger, Witchblade. But like I said, hunters are getting a lot less damage. Like I said, I think they're gonna get affected a lot worse. Their power is getting scaled down, similar to mages, but mages I feel like are just getting the better end of the damage increases or decreases. I mean, but then also Midgard, like that's a huge buff for anti hunters.
To be fair, it's gonna make hunters even worse. But when you bought this item against hunters, it still kind of made them useless. Because especially whenever I played a hunter, whenever I see somebody get Midgard, I'm like, all right, well, I'm not trying to attack him anymore. So
you're gonna be going slow as hell with this.
Yeah.
On a guy
5% to 7. They keep trying to push this item, huh? 0.05%. It's fine.
It's still gonna be meh.
Yeah.
Talisman.
Ooh, they increased the MP5.
They decreased the max stacks by 2.
Oh. 8. Increased movement speed and attack speed per stack 2% to 3%. So
it's saying the same essentially.
It's saying the same. Wow. And they made MP5. Oh wow, that's actually crazy.
This is actually that's actually a buff.
Yeah, I know.
It's a buff because now you don't have to get the full wave to get the full effects of it.
Yeah.
That's a buff. Slight damage or protections decrease for that. That's
Increase passive health steal from 6% to 8%.
That's really good. That's very good. Nimble.
40 to 30.
Increase the amount of power needed. Okay.
That's fine. Same thing. Decrease passive physical requirement echelons from 200 to 150 and 350 to 350 to 300. So they're making us come online a lot faster, which is really good. Part of the Lonos.
Decrease. Oh, they decreased the damage mitigation.
3% to 2. You were only really buying this item on like a Baron or like an E set or like some type of.
Or Hell.
Hell was one of them.
Or Hell or Aphrodite.
Okay, same thing. Physical power of the acorns.
Power.
Oh, they decreased pendant by 50. Ooh, baby.
That's pretty significant. You get an extra pot.
Oh, they are increased. Oh, Bumba's Dagger. Increase physical power from 10 to 13. Increase magical 15. Increase HP regained from killing from 8% to 10%. That's not really important. It's better. It's not that good though.
Oh, they doubled the war flag HP. Damn, that's pretty good.
Oh, 48. HP.
I believe Sentinels is like either 10 or 12.
Decrease movement speed from 15 to 10%. I don't know if you really should have done that. I don't think it needed to nerf that.
Pretty significant nerf to hunters again.
Decrease movement speed from 15% to 10. Decrease duration from... Wait, what?
It's 2 seconds less that you get that. Get the benefits.
Why are you doing that? Same thing here. Okay.
Decrease the power buff.
Decrease. Okay. Power buff makes sense. Movement speed. Okay. Why are you decreasing the duration? I don't get that. Decrease power buff. Okay, same thing.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, penetration changes reverted.
This was very quick.
Yeah, I guess they realized.
This is weird. This was very weird having 8% pen or 16% pen on items. Yeah.
Okay, wait. This actually makes this a lot better then. Okay, so tanks are now gonna get damaged more in terms of percent. So percent pen is gonna be even more valuable. Okay, that's a better trade-off.
Okay, so they're losing a shit ton of power, but then they get pen back.
They get pen back. Okay, so never mind.
Okay, so they're not nearly as shafted as we thought they were.
Okay, this makes a lot more sense.
Okay, this seems a lot more balanced.
Yeah.
Building tanks are a little bit better though than they were before, which is good.
Yeah.
I don't think they're
Why they needed that, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, so this is just reverting all of it.
This is not new. This is the way it used
This is reverted, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the way it's always been.
Another Nafro.
Nerf. All right, I got now.
4%. Okay, so it's the same early.
Fine. That's fine. I think they still need to decrease on some other stuff. Hachi.
So this used to be. So what he has right now is 2 times the amount of what it once was. So this is still.
This is a slight step back.
It's only slightly.
Really, and also the scaling is only down by 5%. Okay, so he's still very.
He's still busted. It was his passive too. It's his passive that needs to be nerfed a little bit too. His passive was dog shit before, and it's now like one of the best passives for all hunters.
You just get free 25% attack speed
just by attacking targets. Wild. So this does barely anything, if anything at all. 10 power, nothing. Especially from what it once was.
Movement speed. I think they're just trying to reduce like overall movement speed buffs.
Yeah.
For everything.
So when they buffed Afro and in Hell, I guess they realized that they messed up because this is the 4th or 5th consecutive nerf to these 2 specific gods in a row. But yeah, movement speed was definitely an issue as well. The one that I feel like I like here, 50 to 44, and it stacks early too. Okay, that's good. He was really good. Another Vamana nerf, which I feel like is needed. Decreased base duration of the ability from 6 to 4.
That's very good.
Oh,
that's if you don't get hit by anything.
Right.
Decreased max duration from 10 to 8. That's still good. 8 seconds is still a good amount of time if you're getting the full benefits out of it. Although I will say that this is definitely the way that he had to be nerfed.
Yeah.
Not just with damage or protection decreases. It had to be the duration.
Yeah, because the baby was fucking gone.
To be quite honest, the way I would have done it, which my nerf probably would have been a lot worse than this. I would say keep the duration the same. The way I would have done it was get rid of the hastened effect or
movement speed or whatever.
Yeah, get rid of the movement speed.
Yeah. This is definitely his kit. He's just a very odd god. Like I said
Or
a
no,
thousand times.
you know what I actually, you know what I would have done instead? I would have because I know like you can make him work very well with well, actually this duration change is good, but people would obviously always go hasten katana with him.
Yeah.
Not always. Sometimes like golden blade or shadow drinker or something. And you can still stomp people out. I would have changed hasten katana's passive instead of giving you a hastened effect. I'd have it make it to where every single time you hit somebody, you gain a movement speed.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I would have indirectly nerfed that. But this is good too.
This is
I
so
like this.
good. Yeah.
Very good.
Decreased movement speed. Yeah, they're doing a lot of movement speed, which is fine in my book, man. Increased. Ooh.
Hey, that's a buff and a half. What the fuck?
Ooh.
So Achilles is just even better than he was before. Damn. Although he wasn't really thriving all too well in Conquest, so I understand that. But
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. The execute's kind of like one of his biggest features.
The biggest thing.
It's just 35. That's
Okay.
crazy.
So you're just giving me more incentive to ban him first pick, even though I already do.
Best god
Cool.
in Joust.
Increased base attack speed. Okay.
Increase the slow.
5%, something really much. Mez. 0.3, which is
That's
decent.
pretty significant.
Yeah. Increased movement speed. Buff / debuff from 10 to 20 is 20. Ooh, 5%.
5%.
Apollo's kind of a mid god, so. Increased
Artemis.
physical power scaling. Oh. Decreased
10%.
cooldown. Oh. To be fair, she kind of needed it. She's always one of those weaker hunters.
Oh, baby.
Oh. Oh.
Cooldown by 2 whole seconds, huh? That's really good.
So now he's even better in Joust. Whoa.
Very good.
Oh, God. You're telling me you're not. This is going to be so fucking annoying. Why? Is this a revert?
Yeah. This is the her cat being thrown
Yeah,
out.
now you have to hit it 3 times. It's just annoying. It's not even like too big of a deal, but like
Pets are annoying.
so annoying.
You go a team of like Bastet, Surtur, and like fucking and Kuzenbo.
Yes. Increase the duration of the CC immunity.
Ooh, increased duration.
That's actually
Damn,
nice.
That's actually
Half a second now. If you guys don't know, that's 1 within the radius whenever anybody's in.
Before it was because it was so quick, you had to time it really well. This makes it
a little bit easier.
A little bit easier to hit.
Decrease the cooldown entering from
3 whole seconds, huh?
That is a lot, actually. Decreased base damage taken while in wall. Okay. So you're going to be able to stay in the wall longer.
Yeah. Stay in the way and get in and out of it.
Yeah. Interesting. I've always felt that Kleino was a good jungle in Conquest anyways. So he's going to be even better.
Dante's stun's going up.
Ooh.
By 40%.
Okay, so there is a somewhat of a, besides just damage, there's a point of upgrading ult now. A little bit more. Decrease. Which one is this? Is this her 2? It's not her 3. It's either her 1 or her 2, right?
Yeah, it's one of them. I believe it's her 1, I think.
Either way, it's still good. I don't play at Discord enough to know. Oh, this thing.
This guy's been the worst god in the game.
Increase max HP damage from 0.25 more. That's okay.
That's on the dog. That's pretty good.
Increase root duration. Oh, like we always say, anything that increases like CC is always good.
He's got 10% more mitigation now.
That's in his
ult.
Yeah.
They need to give him. They need to give it. These are pretty good, but the fact of the matter is that he only has his root as CC. That's it, and his taunt and his ult. He needs his knock up again. They need to give him his knock up back.
They neutered him when they did that, man. Increased magical power scaling per hit from 40 to 45. This is her 1, the constant 1 balls, right?
No, that's her wing gust.
Is that her 1? Or
That's
which
her
one?
1, yeah. That's her 1. The ball is her 2.
No, I meant the constant, like the.
Oh, the constant? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that's her 1. I don't see it as balls though. Those are just like wing.
Yeah. Increase the duration that Fafnir is in Dragon.
20 seconds longer in his ult.
Oh wait. Increased duration of Fafnir is in Dragon? Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a fucking huge
Oh my
buff.
god. Was it always 40 seconds? That seems like a lot from what I
He
thought.
usually isn't, but now he's in there for a full minute. You know how long a minute is?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
To be
Dude.
fair,
His ult, yeah, to be fair, he's not that very
Fafnir
good.
is not, yeah. Increased shield duration. Oh, baby. You're having this on for a whole second longer.
That's pretty nice.
That is nice. Increased base damage. That's not anything.
Base damage on his ult.
It's 10. It's good. It's fine.
Okay, but that's a big
3, bro.
Like that.
Increased base damage from 85 to 90. So...
That's a lot of base
at the
damage.
end, that's a lot. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Jeez.
I think they're trying to counterbalance some of they're increasing base damage, it seems, in a little bit of scaling because increase in power.
It's actually really funny though, because all the gods that are like Hoi Yi, Achilles, these gods that they're buffing in Conquest are already disgusting in Joust. So this is really bad kind of for Joust, if for people who want or don't want to play against this god. Increased damage project. This is her ult. So they made it to 8%.
So 2 more flat, 2 more base damage, and
More
then
base damage.
Half. That's a slight damage buff.
Although early game you're doing a lot more though. What the hell? 6 early, and it teeters off. So earlier game this is gonna be a lot better. Yanis, increased magical. Oh, this is his. Okay, so this is just yeah.
A revert.
Decreased cooldown from his 2. 2 seconds. It's actually a lot.
Yeah. Be able to use this every
Zoomy.
5 seconds or so, 5-6 seconds.
Increased damage reflect. Oh no.
Oh
my
5%
god,
more on
bro.
each level damage reflect. Damn.
Bro, every god in Conquest.
Look at his damage mitigation. Oh shit.
Oh no! You're doing it wrong. It's wrong. Everything that they're buffing for Joust or for Conquest is not good for Joust.
Not only is he way tankier, but now he just like he does even more damage back to you. Damn.
I hate it.
That's huge.
Non-conquest buffs have been removed from. Okay, at the very least, they didn't shaft us. I thought this was still here. Okay, so Kuzenbo doesn't get that buff that he didn't actually have beforehand. Although this is still buff. Okay, so Kuzenbo is still better.
What was the non-conquest buff that
I think he took less damage.
Yeah, he just took less damage, I think, but
this is still better than that non-conquest. Okay, so he's just even more of an S tier. I think we're at the ban him more. Cool.
Yep.
Increased movement speed and basic attack damage reduction. Wait, why I just... Oh, 12 to 18. I don't know. I don't play this stinking god.
No, this is his 3. I think this is worse. That's his horse.
Oh.
So he has less movement speed, and then he gets basic attack reduction.
Okay. Increased physical power scaling from 60 to 65. Total scaling 20. That's cool.
Wait, so that means she's faster. Crazy.
Yeah. That's not going to be epic.
Fun.
I don't think there's too much. A cool one though. Loki, increased duration of this buff. Oh, an extra 0.5. So you're not gonna be able to see. I'm pretty sure. Wait, no. Is this his 2? Agonizing visions. I'm pretty sure that's his 2. That makes you go insane. Yeah.
It's just...
Increased flurry damage from 55 for the first 4 hits. Okay. That's only 1 damage. That's whatever.
Ooh. That's
oh my god.
That's a 20% stim. Damn, that's good.
And increased 5. Nice. That stim is wild.
Yeah.
4 ticks, 4 shots. 3 ticks, 4 shots. New. Oh. Odd. Okay, cool. Can't wait for that to be annoying as hell. Her 3, or not, sorry, 3.
Cooldowns on both her 3
and her 2.
And her 2. That's nice.
This ability now provides Poseidon with attack speed while this buff is active.
Yeah.
Did it not do that? I know it gave it movement speed.
No, I don't think it gave you a 10.
Oh, maybe that's gonna be it. Increased protections provided. Okay.
Ooh.
A little bit
30.
more damage, a little bit more power, a little bit more protections. Okay, interesting. Good. This thing, increased damage. This is 2. Initially marked with Raiju, plus 13% of your magic power. 2, so 60 plus 13% to 15%. Okay, so now it's 2% more, and it does 5 more base damage at all levels. This only affects the enemy marked and not the balanced targets. Okay, so he's still not good.
Ravana.
Increased health gained here. That's his 3.
That's the health. That's his
Oh, that's
passive.
passive. I'm thinking of his 3 for
So he
healing.
gets more. He gets a
More shield. Okay.
Okay, that's pretty good.
6% more.
And then a 2 increase to. That's pretty.
This,
that's pretty
ooh,
I like
baby.
that.
That's his 3.
10%
Oh my
more dash
god.
damage.
Bro, they want
Oh.
Set to prosper. Didn't they just decrease his cooldowns in his 3?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, baby.
And now it's just 11 always.
Oh, baby. 10% more damage. Oh, no.
Go early Jotuns and then like a Hydras or something, and you're just gonna get like
Oh,
constant cooldowns on this shit.
I'm going to start playing Set more, I think. Oh, my lord. Increase.
Passive.
Yeah.
That's whatever. Oh,
Yeah.
they decreased the ult by 10 seconds.
Which is fine, because his ult is kind of mediocre, to be honest. Increased power scaling on the initial hit of the Sandstorm from 25. Oh, this is her ult. Okay. That bitch already hits like a truck anyways, so. But Scotty kind of sucks, so whatever.
Oh, shit.
Shit!
Oh, dog.
1 second, 1 second, 2.
2 seconds on the 1.
Bro, why are they?
2 seconds on
Wait,
the 1.
are
Wait
they?
a minute.
They're
You're gonna be
fucking
able to-
with me.
You're gonna be able to pluck so much more often.
You're fucking with me, dude. This is the next S tier god that keeps getting nerfed or buffed in Joust. Fuck off.
They're built. I think they're completely geared just towards conquest.
Oh yeah, of course, because that's the only thing that matters. Increase HP threshold to trigger the buff from 50% to 60. I don't play this god. I don't know what this is. Is this his 3? Or is this his ult? Or is this his passive?
Increase HP threshold to trigger the buff from 50. I think that's his passive.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably his passive. Increase slow. That's gonna be more annoying. Not too big of a deal. Increase attack speed and bow stance. 5%. Life steal. Ooh, 10% though.
10%
That's
more,
actually kind of big.
30% physical life steal is pretty good.
That's a lot, actually.
Oh, come on.
Wait, why? Dude, this was the most annoying thing on Vulcan.
And now you're reducing it by
4
seconds.
Okay.
That's wild, dog. That's just, the Vulcan's even better now.
Yeah.
Great.
Uh,
That's pretty.
oh,
2
baby.
2 second root.
That's actually kind of disgusting as hell.
That's gross.
That's actually really good.
2 whole seconds in the air.
Yeah. And finally, we got Jean Quay. Increase the protections it gained per stack from 1. This is his. This is passive, right?
Yeah. See by 50%, so he gets 20 more protections. 60 of each.
Oh damn. Damn, boy. Increase max
Oh,
protection.
and when he's ulting, look, he's got 120 instead of 80.
Oh, babe. All right, so apparently my recording stopped just at the end, which is actually good because yeah. So I'm glad that it stopped at the end, but
yeah, are you?
yeah, I am. I really am.
Yeah.
So, but I think overall the big change is so like we said earlier, we thought that tanks were going to be a lot better until we saw the changes to percent pen, reverting it back to 20%, which is definitely a good equalizer. I still think tanks are going to be better, but I think they needed to be better. So that and time to kill is going to be a lot less. So that's also something to look forward to. Overall, tanks better, a little bit better, but what the fuck? Not what I wanted to do. Tanks are better, damage is less, but not too much to the point where tanks are OP in my opinion. But I guess we're gonna have to see. But if you have any suggestions or anything that you want to say in the comment section, you want to roast us, fuck it, don't care, do it. Other than that, thank you guys for watching.